When did you start restoring cars?
About 1978, and it was my first one was an MGB.
And then you had that red E-Type.
Yeah, then I went on to a Series 1 3.8 fixed head, and that was my real learning curve because the car was absolutely rotten, totally rotten, but it was great really because I learned how to do all the bodywork.
Yeah.
I think.
I see there is another car here.
So this is an American left-hand drive car, one owner from new. That's the bonnet of this car.
Oh, I see.
So
And what colour's that car?
that's Opalescent Gold and sand.
Those headlights.
Yes.
People talk about Series 1 and Series 2 cars and headlights.
Correct. Yes.
But did they change the headlights on early Series 1s or something?
No. This is a Series 1, so what should happen eventually, there's a piece of glass that goes over the top of this and there's a big chrome surround, and that makes it a Series 1.
And the Series 2 headlight is a different...
Is this one here. That is a Series 2 headlight. Small chrome surround, open headlights. Buckets that you can see.
Did you have to put this on a jig as well and things like that?
No, the body shell was absolutely spot on, with just minor dents and scratches. It's been stripped to bare metal and repainted because the original colour was primrose yellow, and I've turned it into opalescent gold and sand. By starting to pull it apart and look at it, the usual story was all the floor sections, the lower half of the car that was pretty bad. Then what I did was make up a frame to take the shell so it would keep it completely rigid, so then I could cut all the floors, so then I could work on that and put new sections in.
So which is the earlier car?
This is the earlier car. This is 1965. And this is 1967.
And did you do the same brake issue? You know, you upgraded the brakes?
I've upgraded the brakes because I put Series 2 brakes on this car.
So that's different to the silver?
Yes. They've had an aftermarket set of brakes on.
Yeah.
And this has had the original style Series 2 caliper. Very simple really, it's the dashes, because these cars can be left or right hand drive. You don't have to do any drilling whatsoever. So the dashes, you just buy right hand drive dashes. Steering rack you can buy. I opted to get original steering racks, but everything is available because the body shells are left or right hand drive. So all the holes are there in the first place. So you just have to swap over the bits. There's not a lot to turn it into a left or a right hand drive car.
How do you feel about the purists that only want a British car?
I think they're very silly, because at the end of the day, which I know numbers matter, but they're both E-types. So be happy with your E-type.
So where in America did this one come from?
New Jersey.
And this time you had the pink slip?
Yes, and you always, when you buy a car from America, you must have the pink slip. Well, the pink slip is basically the proof of identity of the vehicle that came from, or does come from, America. If you don't, there's trouble ahead.
So this is the original bonnet?
This is the original bonnet to the car. Nothing's been changed on this car. Doors, boot lid, bonnet, it's all original to the car. This bonnet had fire damage. It wasn't rotten, but it had fire damage. So this whole area was very badly crinkled. And what I did with a very slow process over about 4 days was heat shrink it and panel beat it, so it only took the very finest amount of filler to get it back to how she was, and I was very pleased with that. Supplied by Hudson's, this bonnet has a jigsaw puzzle, which was a lot of work. These cant rail chromes are very difficult to put on without damaging any paint.
So how do you go about it?
I start at this corner and hook it under the lip here, and then slowly press and clip the cant rail in, but at the same time have a sealant behind this chrome, so when it's actually all on, bit of masking tape in areas to hold it down and leave it for 24 hours. It stays where it is.
So AC/DC's always been your favourite band?
Absolutely, it always will be. Always will be. I love my Roadster, but I'm really looking forward to driving this. I do hope it has every expectation I think it will have. All the brakes have now got fluid in them, getting all the brakes, all the electrical as in the HT leads and spark plugs and timing has all been set up. This is part of the way through with the upholstery, and in January or February we'll start on this one and have it reupholstered in red interior.